So we return for our second game against Roma. It's just not the one you'd expect. Welcome back. We are quite later than expected. When I got to the final game of the group stage, we were already through. We'd won the group, so I thought, what is the point? Let's just go through to our next round. So, I have an absolute buttload of stuff to update you on. But before we jump into that, I will say, if you would like, subscribe, show your support on the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. We have got some stuff coming out for FM23. So I've got transfers to update you on and about 4 months worth of football. So it's gonna be a quick tour over those few things. Looking at transfers, it was a really quiet January. So we'll flip these over. I didn't bring anyone in, and the only players that left us were Giovanni Velasquez, Udo, Sanusi went to Foggia for 3.1 million, Venuti went for 100k, and Ojeda recently has gone to Al Ain for 6 million. I wasn't really playing him. Hornos came in and just absolutely choked the life out of any sort of chance that anyone else was getting football. So I just sold Ojeda. We've still got that Venuti in goal as a backup, so we didn't really need him. Get a little bit of money and get some money back in our pocket. We have sold Andy Harwood as well. Can't remember if I already advised you on that or not. He's went for 4 million to Al Jazeera. Games, there's been quite a few. So you were with us for the game against Benfica, the draw. I'm literally going to fly through these. I'll go in a little bit more depth into the Roma game and our cup game, which we've been knocked out of already. So we kicked off 2-0 win at home against Düsseldorf, a 0-0 away against Erzebirge Aue. For the first of our games against Sochi, we won 3-1. A 1-1 draw against Stuttgart. We beat Dynamo Dresden in the Pokal, took penalties to do so. Lost 3-1 to Leipzig, who are the champions currently, but they're not top of the league, I don't believe. We returned to Sochi with another 3-1. 3-1 win again against Wolfsburg, a 1-0 loss against Leverkusen, a 5-0 win then against Benfica. At this point, I thought, what is the point in coming back? We were already promoted. Or not promoted, you know what I mean. We then played Berlin, beat them 3-2. A 2-1 loss at home against Bayern Munich. A 1-0 win against Roma. Another 1-0 win against Arminia Bielefeld. 0-0 against Mainz. 2-0 loss against Frankfurt. And a 1-1 against Augsburg. 3 pretty questionable results, to be quite honest. Finished off January with a 2-0 win, however, against Hoffenheim, which is a brilliant result. They're one of the stronger teams in the division, especially when Soliom decided to get himself sent off just before half-time, which was good of him. We then followed that up with a 1-0 win against Gladbach, a 2-1 loss at extra time against Hoffenheim, a 91st minute equaliser for him, and then a winner in the 103rd, with Velisson getting himself sent off in the 30th minute. I don't know why my players are all getting sent off. It's quite frustrating. We beat Bochum 3-2 then. 2-0 win against Hanover. I think I said Hoffenheim in the cup. It was Hanover. You can see it. We then drew with Dortmund. To be honest, we had the better of the game. Our XG was about 2.5. Theirs was 0.8, but came away 1-1. So there's no point in looking past that. And most recently in the league, a 3-1 win away from home against Fortuna Düsseldorf. So we have done literally half a season. So the first and last games that we were without you in the league were against Düsseldorf. And the game against Roma, we definitely deserved the win. But took us the 81st minute to get a goal. 88th minute for Cáceres to get us a little cushion, which we needed because Zakarian scored in the 90th. Quite a decent header from him. So we have got a 2-1 lead away from home against Roma. But we're going to be going into that after our game against Erzebirge Aue. And the team for the game is an incredibly rotated one, of Hornos in goal, Georgi, and Batenko as our back three, Charis and Velisson out wide with Jonsian, Nupert and Stozic as our midfield three, and then we have Soliom and Cáceres up top. We have got the big hitters on the bench, so we have still got a chance to come back on that. So I want the guys as fresh as possible because I don't think I'm going to go past this season. Interaction's been dropping off quite a bit. People are looking forward to FM23. So I'm thinking we will do just that. We'll look at focusing on the next one, sorting out stuff for that. Jesus, what a shot from Newport there. So I'm going to finish this season through. Hopefully we can get through to the final and win. Probably not going to win, because for some reason Barcelona are in the Europa League. Which is not ideal. Cáceres pops it through to Solyom. He does look like he got past his man, but wasn't able to get the next touch and pocket in. Velison has the ball out wide on the left. Makes himself a little bit of room. Back into Solyom. Stozic. Solyom again. It is eventually in there. He's got his 5th of the season for us. Final with a throw. Puts it into Distel for Erzebirge. Milanovic all the way back out to D'Amico. He has got himself back into the air. Well, I mean, that's just a really simple goal for him, really, wasn't it? D'Amico with a throw-in for Erzebirge. Back into the thrower. Graal and all the way back to their defence. Ferhat Gerler, he used to play for us. Well done. I don't know where to go past that. Probably score against us. You all know the way. They're still working that ball nicely between them. If we could get the ball off them, that'd be nice, guys. There's less than a minute less of the half now. Oh, Ramic also used to play for us. His shot clatters off the crossbar, and the goalie collects. Juanpa over to Freeman, and D'Amico out on that left side again. Yes, they've got Ramic and Gurla at the moment, who, as I say, used to be our players. They can take a pick which of those are going to score against us. Ramic has hit the crossbar for the 2nd time today now. Wellison, okay, I thought he was going to pick up that ball and run with it. No, just try and murder someone in the crowd instead. So we're nearing the hour mark. I've made three subs. We've brought in Senga, Piakowski and Fall for both the fullbacks and Stosic. So I think it's more trying to keep people as fresh as possible than it is trying to win the game. Probably isn't the best way to go about things. But where's the fun in not doing that? We want to make sure that we've got a team strong enough to sort Roma out when they come back to our stadium. So we're into the final minute or so now. Doesn't seem that much else wants to happen. I'll take a draw, to be fair. I'd prefer to obviously get all 3 points, but considering how much we've weakened our team, still picking up points is a pretty decent result for us. 5 minutes of extra time. Georgie's got himself booked as well now. But yeah, that's all he wrote. So we are able to field and in a full strength team, which is brilliant. And like fully kind of fit as well. Fit? Conditioned? I don't know. So we have Hornios in goal. Duar, Karolchuk and Botenko as our back 3. Charis and Velison outside of Rodenberg. Senga and Stosic in front of him, with Aquino and Karadimir back up top. This skin looks so much better when it's like in an actual format, and it's not just two janky things that just don't work together. We've got to throw it. Aquino has the ball on the left. Botenko over to Rodenberg. As we know, we've got a goal lead from the away leg, so if we can just at least keep a draw, we are gravy. But a nice early goal will set us off nicely, really. Karolchuk has the ball. Forward to Botenko, back to Karolchuk, and into Rodenberg. Stosic, brilliant ball over towards Karadimir. A mistimed header, and a good save from the goalkeeper, to be fair. Karademir's got... Okay, he did have a guy behind him. Didn't try and pass it to him, but it went to him regardless. And we've just kind of ran the ball out of play. Never mind. So you can see down here the other teams that are in the competition still. Big names of Newcastle, Barcelona, Napoli. I mean, realistically, I don't think there's anyone there that I'm particularly that concerned about other than Barcelona. So if they could just not be there, that would be beautiful. I also mentioned, I think, the episode before last, that Man U had been relegated. You did hear that correctly. Dua plays his free kick short to Rodenberg, Senga, and then all the way out to Charis on the right side. He gets the ball all the way back to Rodenberg, into the area now towards Stosic. Charis back to Dua. A lovely little play this is, but if something could come from the end of it, that'd be even better. Charis has made it into the area. Stosic pokes it into the bottom corner. The ref's getting involved. I'm really not sure why. I'd be incredibly surprised if that is ruled out. But we'll have a little look. No, we won't. It's given. Okay. So I don't know at what point the offside was for. Possibly Stosic, but I really don't know. That doesn't make much sense to me because he ran back. It's a goal. Stosic on the ball again. Out to Wellison on that left side. He's got quite a bit of space to run into over here. There's a few bodies in the middle. Gets it back into Stosic. Aquino, oh, and Calafiori heads it out for a corner. Karadimir, free kick quite deep. He's had a pop. Oh, jeez, he rattles the crossbar. Wellison, throw to Rodenberg. Just nice. Carry on building attacks. Beautiful. Karadimir, I mean, it's 2. 4-1 on aggregate. Again, the ref's getting involved. I don't know. Maybe he's not getting enough attention at home, and he demands it when he's got his little stupid outfit on and a whistle in his mouth. He's given the goal, as we know, because there was literally no reason why that wouldn't have been awarded. I will have a butchers, so he's definitely onside. Karadimir stood comfortably behind his defender. Stop wasting our time, ref. Second half now. First half's gone quite well for us, as you can tell. We are looking to build further attacks, which is beautiful. Senga, Rodenberg, back into Senga. Through to Karadimir. He's got a few bodies inside. I thought he was going to put that back to Charis and let him cross, but he managed to get the ball in himself. So we've gone past the hour mark. I've made 2 subs. We've brought out... why did I say out? Could have said in. In is much easier than out. We've brought out Senga and Rodenberg, and we've brought in Georgi and Solyom. Shuffled Batenko forward, swapped the 2 defenders over. A little bit more fresh legs. We're looking really comfortable, though, in this game, so I'm hoping that we won't have much bother from it. Heading in towards injury time now. I mean, we've just looked incredibly good for this game. There's only the 1 minute of added time. A 4-1 on aggregate. Beautiful result. I didn't see at any point today that Roma offered us any sort of a challenge, to be quite honest. So we have the draws now for the quarterfinal and semi-finals of the Europa League. Before we do that, I said we're going to have a look at the Championship, see what Man U have been up to. So they are now top of the league, 67 points from 36. Not the strongest, to be fair. They picked up 9 losses, one of which to Fleetwood, who are only 4 points behind them, because obviously Fleetwood would be 4 points behind Man U. So we'll view the draws, we'll pop them on automatic. As I say, there's a few here that we can pick up. Ideally, just not Barcelona. Beautiful. Outside of that, I mean, I'll just take anyone. Hellas Verona or Celtic, I think, would have been the preference for us. It looks like it's Villarreal. So, middle of the road, one of the trickier teams, but not impossible. And we'll jump up, see what that means for semi-final as well. So, Napoli or Celtic against ourselves or Villarreal. And then on the other side of the draw, it's Valencia and Hellas Verona against Nice or Barca. So, it's not too bad, you know. Could be much worse than that. We're going to jump back, as we did for this one, for the second leg. We'll probably team it up with that Bayer Leverkusen game. I need to move my head out of the way. I think I already have. Well done, me. So we'll team it up with those 2. Leaves us only 4 games of the season left, and I'll be able to give you a little update on the league there. So we're not going to jump forward 4 or 5 months again, because that was a little bit much. Took me bloody ages, hence why we haven't had an episode out for a few days. But I hope to see you here for the next one. If you did enjoy this one, as I mentioned earlier, like, subscribe, it'll be beautiful. There'll be some items on screen as well, so you can carry on watching. And thank you very much for your time.